Evening, guys. Spider, hypercrafting. How's it going? How we doing? Right. Here we are. Back at this crap. We need to make the network switch because we need it to get the UV energy hatch, and we need the UV energy hatch to get titanium coil, and we need titanium coil because of reasons. So, wait. I need to transform up, don't I? So I actually need to do triniquadalloy first. Which you are a ABS recipe. Okay, well, let's get started, I guess. Oh, you know what I could do? I want to sort this out. No cookies. Right. I would like to make that throughput boosting alloy blast melter. This guy. I want to build this in place of this one, and then we'll move this one up there to do the triniquid alloy. Yeah, that makes sense, I think. I made a coffee before the stream because I'm a little bit tired. A 48 tungsten frames and 96 heat vents. Also need enriched Naquata pipe casing. Okay. Interesting. Is this cheaper? No, it's the same. But I'll do it here anyway. Okay. I think I almost certainly need to increase the size of my enriched Naquata EBF. So where are you? Yeah. So you're 768 right now, which should definitely be 2048, I think. 1024 for tritium is probably fine. Yeah. 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 Okay. Hey Spider. Yeah, no problem, dude. I'm good. Yeah. Just a little tired. I did Naquata casing, which is not what I was supposed to make. I was supposed to make the pipe casing. Which I can do like that, but I will need to do this. Where's normal pipe? I reckon it's one of the early ones. Is it large pipe? No, it's normal pipe. There you go. Okay. How much did I need? 98 enriched Naquata pipe casing. Wow. Yeah, I literally don't have enough just for that alone. That is insane. Four seconds, not too bad. Yeah, so it goes titanium coil first. So triniquid alloy with this ABS stuff. Then the coil, then this new alloy. New alloy is used in making network switch. Then we get the network switch set up and we get the UV energy hatch. Ideally all today. Which I think is pretty doable. That's gonna do its thing. I need 48 tungsten frame. What is it? It's the chambered alloy smelter. Or chambered alloy transmuter. It's the throughput boosted ABS. It's just apparently very expensive. It's the cat. I guess it is. And being named cat in this is probably that means it's pretty good. Yeah, an inventory check. Free. Lucky you. Right, so I have the frames. I need 16 Supreme engine intake casing and 93 and 96. Okay. Okay, these things don't even have full buffers, so I don't know what's up with that. Sure. What else? For the heat vents. 96. The molybdenum disulfide. Where is that EBF? You. The US at 64. That's just far too small. 512. And then tantalum carbide. Where's that? Not tantalum carbide, but it should go up. A lot of these should go up. Ethereum's fine. Nichrome's probably fine. It's just old. Neodymium's fine. Yeah. You're on a quarter alloy. Okay, that's quite a bit of extra power I'm throwing through all this, but I think it should be fine. Right. Heat vent 96. There you go. Okay, and high temperature smelting casing. These like 90. Titanium carbide. I know, one missing was ridiculous. I sure if I just sent a stack through the on-demand DVF. Okay. That's most of the stuff that I need. We did the coil last time. These three will be done. I need to do the Supreme engine intake casing, and then that's it. I think this stuff is going to be used to make the plasma turbine, right? Yeah. That's cool. Right, rotor. Come down here. And then high temperature smelting casing. Okay, what are we missing? I'm missing a lot of... No, I'm not. I've got the heat vents. I've got... Okay, it's just the Supreme intake casing, I think. So, how much of this do I need? 16. Sure. Where does this go? One above the ground. Right, how's that fit? One back. Oh, one forward, I should say. Ugh. Right. There we go. No, one more. Oh my god. Okay, this thing is big. Okay, I'm liking that. There's the 16 Supreme engine intake casing. Terminal. Boom. Seems to have all gone in. Where does the where does the where do all the hatches go? Hello. Blaze. How's it going? It's supposed to like that. How does it look? Whoops. Cool. Modded. Hyper hatches underneath it. I can, just not in the place of any of the stuff. So might grab a ZPM energy hatch for this. Like I'm missing a Supreme engine intake casing. Pokemon Ruby. This is the wrong thing to make. I was supposed to make this. They might be in my bio on Twitch, but I've got like a 3060 Ti and yeah, better than a 3DS, but not as good as I'd like it to be. Cool. Nice. Right. I'm gonna send, I believe, just the input bus on here for this. Because there's none of these use any liquids, do they? No, they're all just dusts. They're not. Oh, my bad. Then yeah, it's a 3060 Ti, and then like a what's the CPU? i7 like 10 series. They are input hatch. I've got the dual hatch or the quadruple. Wait, no. I think it's fine, Spider, because these are all dusts. I think we're good. No, I know. So did I. Found it? Okay, cool. Yes, so we're gonna have this, and then I mean this was on it, but I don't really know what it was on there for. And I'm gonna get rid of this, and this. Actually, you know what? I'll put this here. The PM4 converter. My specs aren't ones to copy. You're better than what I've got. I see. Okay. Sure. Right, structure's still incomplete, huh? Annoying. What could possibly be missing? Well, as far as I'm aware, all the hatches do fit on the bottom. That sounds like a modern PC compared to what I've got. Heat vents underneath. None of that's disrupted by this, right? Even the heat vents in the corner here seem fine. This is a bit odd, isn't it? Maybe it's this. Oh, okay. It's taken 2 somewhere. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting that vibe. Believe it or not. I do have citrus. Okay, there's clearly a lot more of this that's needed. Right, and that should help. Because it's easier to fly around when you're small. And I can get into all the cables and stuff. I have a shrinking device, which helps me stay small. No. I need it. It's useful. That I wouldn't mind so much. Oh my god, how much of this stuff do I need? Drawer. As opposed to DDR. DR. I've clearly like miscounted my 98 in the quad pipe casing. I thought I made 98. And it like cost me all my honestly.
Just keep following and following. And when we
Thank you for the follow, Blaze. Oh, have we formed? Oh, we've formed. We're good. We're vibing. Right. I would like tin alloy. Okay, that's not the best example. I would like Sure. Let's say I want some more assembly casing. This stuff. Ah. You need this and this. And some neon gas as well, I think. Making good use of those channel points, aren't you? That is pretty nice. Are we having an issue outputting? We are. Why are my liquids full? What's gone wrong for all the liquids to be full? Bigger than the 16s? Where am I going? Yes, no, I agree. I probably will. Is there an easy way to do that? The I/O port. Well, that's what I have here. So I should run the old cells through the I/O port into the new cells? Or just into nothing? Okay, into the new cells. Answer the content of the liquid red alloy. But we made these. Here they are. Okay, so you think I should... I need a new drive as well. ME drive. Sure, yeah. Why not? Okay, so these all go in, is what you're saying. And then I defragment these. What is that? Sulfuric? I got a lot of sulfuric acid, huh? Okay, so then what I do is I grab the old cells like this, and I shove them all in here like this. Okay, more housing with some fluid cells in the canner. Whoops. Is that carbon monoxide? What is that? Sulfur dioxide, maybe? Not really a whole lot I can do with sulfur dioxide. Right, I think I feel better. Sure. This is all getting made. This is running a bit slow. We might need to replace that with the bigger guy. What's the argon? It's going down. Is there any... We have no liquid chromium. True. I think I know what happened here. Let me come down. I think the EBF here, you're the chromium one, right? Yeah. It's just bad luck. I'll replace the coils at some point. They're just very expensive and I need a lot of them. Right, should I get another Fusion Mark II to put up here? I think I should. Okay, this thing is good. Wow. That looked impressive. Right. What's next? Network switch needs the trinickel alloy, which needs the old. I need another ABS with a tritium coil like this one. Perfect. Okay. Heat, vents, high temperature smelting casing. Don't know how much I need. Tritium coil. How much do I need? 24. Yeah, okay. 34, 12 of that. Yeah, okay. Now just waiting on the tritium coil needed. Can I do this without everything breaking? Amy Weasel. Yeah, I've been pretty okay. I've been pretty consistent recently. I'd like to think. I only missed 2 days last week. Saturday and uh Thursday. Otherwise I was pretty good. How are you? Animal Crossing New Leaf. So of course I'd say that. Crap. 13-hour shift. Jeez. Okay, that's not right either. Can you do like regular DS games? Or what Tomodachi Life? That's a good one. The new Switch one? Oh my god. I need to get that. Well, I appreciate you coming here, Meat Weasel, considering how busy you are. If Tomodachi not really for you, it's disappointing. No problem, hypercrafting. Yeah, no. Can you do DS? Can you do regular DS games? Because like, uh, what's it called? There's a few games like DS games specifically. Big Brain Academy is one. I quite like Lego. Oh, Lego Battles was so good, man. Like little RTS Lego game, so good. Uh, SimCity Creator, I really liked. I really liked SimCity Creator. That was such a good game. That's such a comfort game for me. It was on the Wii. Wow, I played the DS one. Yeah, no, I love all those. What else for the regular DS? I mean, look, for me, like the SimCity Creator is very cozy. If you like a city builder, then yeah, it's great. But like you go through history as you play it. It's so good. I am a big fan. Such an underrated game, I think. Well, that I mean, I find city builders pretty cozy. So, what's gone wrong here? No indium gallium phosphide. And what has caused that? A lack of the phosphide. Yeah, a lack of the phosphorus. Okay, we should be processing. What's gone wrong here? I mean, it's not even that I need this. It's okay. Have a look at Lego Battles. I love Lego Battles. I have a lot of indium phosphide, which currently isn't good for anything. It needs to go in a chem reactor to get turned into indium and calcium. Oh, I don't know, dude. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, you should be doing that, but you were... you broke. Are you using an extended pattern provider? No, you're not. Not pattern provider, sorry. Interface. Got no calcium? I've got no calcium. I imagine that's not hard to get a hold of. Appetite, probably. I didn't play many 3DS games, really. I played DS games on my 3DS, but I never really... I never really got 3DS games. Right, I should do some appetite processing, I think. But I just want loads of appetite dust, really. I mean, I could just do this recipe. Like this thing. Is it better than the ore plant? Like processing plant? Hmm. I'm honestly fine with this one. Favorite music? I mean, the fact that I'm listening to Nintendo stuff probably gives it away. At least while I'm working on this stuff, it's quite nice to have. As silly as it is. Right, what else do I need for this? I have not heard of that. Four pipe casing, four gearbox casing. Okay, and then the solid steel, this stuff. Right, okay. This stuff's all on mainnet, actually, isn't it? Controversial. Right, I got ads coming soon. So we'll do GeoGrid in a minute. Oh. I'll get this set up. We'll do GeoGrid and then we'll come back, finish the APS that we need to do. Oh. Right, so for this I need a stocking bus and stocking hatch. And then we'll just output into the subnet, I think. So ME output bus and then both the stockings. It's not right. Well, you can send me a link if you want. I don't mind links in the chat or anything. You can go ahead if you really want to. I don't need that. I used to have a song request thing, but it broke when I changed bot. Right. Ads are going, so I'll do GeoGrid. Did I drop something? Right. Back from the ads. That doesn't feel legitimate, but I don't blame you. So I still supposedly have another minute of it going. Alright, choose this, do this, add some tape. Good, right. Flux point. Quickly get this on, and then we will do GeoGrid. There we are. What am I doing? No, I didn't. Wrong way. I lowered the duration and increased the time. Duration is the speed of the recipe, whereas time is the frequency of the maintenance problems. So the only time that the duration is the higher one is when we're doing them with power. Otherwise, it's the right way. Right. I'm gonna get GeoGrid up now. The ones from the weekend haven't been done, so I'm gonna do Saturdays. Right. Here we are. No GeoGrid. Okay. Capital is not the most populated city, but it's in the top 20 in number of World Heritage Sites. Okay, so the US is one of those. And then other than that, I don't know. Most places it's just the capital. Yeah, we'll revisit that one. We'll start from the bottom right, I think. And then go up. Monarchy that borders 2 to 3 countries. The UAE. Is that too obvious? Jordan, maybe? Sweden could work, yeah. So the idea for this Meat Weasel is you want to get the most obscure answer that satisfies the conditions. I was gonna say, like, I've got enough Norwegians here, I think. So don't tell me you're Norwegian as well. Right. I don't know for this one. I don't know if like a country in Europe or a country in the Middle East would be better. You're German. Okay. Got enough Norwegians, I think. Interesting. Even like this coastline one would be Norway. Can I do Iran for this one? Would it be considered a monarchy? Probably not. Not anymore. This one's tricky because I can think of answers, but I just need to think about which one is the most obscure. Can I do Brunei? No. I can't do Brunei. Coastline might not be big enough, or it might not be a monarchy. Honestly, I don't know. Jordan. Oh, crap. No, I know, Meat Weasel. It's just, I'm trying to be obscure about it. And I don't know which box Norway's going to do best in. Because it could be in a lot of these, right? It could be in, like, probably these bottom three. At least these two, right? Okay, I'll take that. I'm surprised that's that low. Crap. Ukraine. Crap. Oh, I've really messed this up. Shit. Oh, this is terrible. I've had so many wrong answers. I've been really greedy. I've not been going for the easy answers. I've been trying to catch some silly ones out. Yeah, rip the UAE's tourism economy. Okay, I'll say Norway for this one then. That's rough. Bollocks. Oh, terrible. Yeah, but that's like, I only had 3 guesses left and I have 2 boxes filled. So bad. I might honestly do Sunday's one. Yeah, no, I know. I was complaining about Norway earlier. Norway's lovely. So is Sweden. Right. This is hard. Capital's not the most populated city. That is just like a really hard. I need to think of something obscure for it, and that's just really tough. I don't know. Okay, I'm not gonna do that square. I need to do squares that I know are gonna get legendary answers because I've only got 3 guesses left. Did I guess Poland for this one already? Oh, terrible. Germany. Cooked. Oh, it's so cooked. This is like the worst I've ever done. Oh my god, this is so bad. I've had so many wrong answers. I'm gonna do a do-over. Alright. Unlucky. Yeah, look, I normally like up here. I need to see this. What should I have said? UAE for the middle one. Belize. Belize. Faroe Islands for this one. That coastline length for the Faroe Islands. And Palau. I was thinking Palau as well. Jeez, that is so tough. And terrible. Terrible. Yeah, okay. Bad all around. I'm going again. Because that was really bad from me. We'll do Sunday's one. The Faroe Islands, they are a Danish territory north of Scotland. Like before you get to Iceland. Yeah, there's also smaller territories as possible answers, but obviously, like, a lot of the time, those don't necessarily apply. What? What could this be? I guess, like, Russia? Where else would this apply? I'd love to go to Iceland, but I imagine it's quite expensive to go. I genuinely, what could possibly apply for this one other than Russia? I'm trying to think. Like, is there like a territory I'm not thinking of? Where it might be... Is there like a Caribbean island where it isn't? And would that still be considered North Atlantic at that point? Haiti. Like, do we think Haiti? Nope. Right, I'm saying Russia. Screw this. What? What? Okay. Oh, that's the Arctic Ocean. Huh? I'm trying to think of like what's like the most authoritarian country in the Caribbean, and I'm like they're all pretty chill, so I can't imagine which ones would be true for. I thought it would be Haiti. Interesting. We'll come back to it. Uh, Top 20 in renewable electricity production with a population under 20 million. Belgium. Nope. I guess not in the top 20. Chile. I suck. I'm just terrible today. Oh my god. I'm just terrible. I'm really bad at this for some reason today. I've got nothing. I don't know. It's not in the Atlantic. I'm afraid. Wait. Wait. No, you mean Mauritania. No, yes, of course. No, of course. Oh my god. Meat weasel. That's a great answer. I was thinking Mauritius when you typed that in, but you mean Mauritania. Sorry. My apologies. That is a great answer. That must be right. Look, I don't care that that's rare. That was great. I don't know why I didn't consider North Africa. I was losing my mind at that. Crazy. Is there a bit of coast for Mali? No. Let's do Liberia. Oh. Yes. Okay, we're back in it. Only have 3 guesses left, but it's fine. Oh, we're so back. These are some good answers. Okay, now I don't know. Now I give up. I have 2 guesses left to get some more legendaries. You think Sweden in the middle? But do you not think that's too obvious of an answer? Alright. Not even right. No, not in the top 20. Unlucky. Or, I mean, one of these must be true, but I'm pretty sure this one's true, so that's rough. Good for China. You know what? Good for China. I'm glad that was wrong. This one was tough as well, though. I had to say one of these. Are these like African countries just really good at renewables or something? Is this just like something I'm not familiar with? I could have said Norway for this one in the middle. Yeah, look how good all the. Wow. Okay. Yeah, no, a lot of African countries for the renewables one. These were tough. These ones. I need to say Cambodia. Okay, right, let's go back to the usual stuff. We were stuck on that for quite a bit. Right, we should have loads of appetite. Yeah, okay. Am I probably am processing appetite somewhere here. But I'm gonna go do it again down here. Right, I hope we have much better luck at the time guesser later, because, oh my god, we had 2 geo grids and they both sucked. We're normally much better at that. I'm disappointed in myself. Right, let's grab one of these. Oh. I think I'm going to do this one because I need to do under the floor with this. Right. We're going to export bus here. We are going to interface underneath like that. Very good. Okay, so we send in the appetite. Grab an acceleration card. Yeah, it's not the quickest thing in the world. Output the fluid through the bottom. Output the items to the side. And then we'll lock and link the drawer. Right, so with that linked, there you go. Okay. It's looking better. Which means these HPIC chips should be back on. They are back on. What energy hatch is on here? 1 amp. Right, I'm going to swap the energy hatch on this one out in a second, because it's quite slow. It's quite a lot of crystal chips. Why are we doing it? We've got enough europium. Okay, you were level limited to this crystal chip. And then, like, 100. Other way around. There you go. Because this should not be on anymore. Cool. Okay, good. This is off. Let me swap the hatch around. Cool. How's the argon plasma doing? 1300. It's okay. Okay, I would like another cleaning maintenance hatch. Is that possible? It is. Welcome back, dude. We absolutely sucked at the geogrid today, by the way. We did a second one because it was so bad and did just as bad on that one. I'm quite disappointed in myself. No pipe casing needed for this. Come on, you guys live in the best countries in the world. Let's not. Hypercrafting, oh my god. Your brain is just Gregified, man. It's great. I love it. Indeed, that's true. Where'd you get your manganese? From what's it called? Stibnite, right? Or the same thing. Oh god, hang on. It's something I get loads of. Pyrolusite is the main ore. Then it's that. Where'd you get pyrolusite from? Pyrolusite. From the raw ore, sorry. Yeah. So, pyrolusite in the furnace is just manganese. What, pyrolusite? There's tantalite, which is kind of nice for that point in the game. Right, neon gas needs to be bookmarked because it's now one of the boys. One of my noble gases, right? Right, stocking input for this. I need trinium, I need naquada, and I need carbon. Easy enough. And then the setting is 13. Cool. And I just need this energy hatch when it's ready. It's, I think, stuck behind the cleaning hatch, which is okay. Come on. I guess I could get started on the next one of these. I guess I'll do the cabling at the back for these ones. That's fine. I am liking the industrial iron catwalk. I think it looks good. Side. There we go. Grab this. Flip it around. Point that thing. There we go. Alright. So, this thing needs to be level limited, of course. With this trinaquada stuff. We'll do 128 for now, I think. Now, can I Yes. Whoa, I mean, okay, I can, but it might take a while. So this stuff is used in making titanium coil. It is the frame. And then to get the UV overclocking thing, I need to transform it up. Can I make this? I think so. I just can't make the okay, I've done this. This shouldn't be hard. ZPM conveyor. Don't put it on the thing. Put it in the thing. Right, there we go. Data orb. In you go. Because it's the only choice, hypercrafting. You can't make the dust with a mixer. That's why I did it in the ABS. I did not have a choice. No, it's okay. Right, I would like to make this thing. Which I can do apart from screws. There we go. This is taking a while. It's because the slow, expensive later game stuff is expensive, right? What things should I have on passive that I don't already have on passive? I am trying to get like the circuits and stuff done, the cheaper ones. I have those motors on passive, and that like killed me off a little bit getting these two done. You know, all my later game resources are on passive, of course. So I mean, you know, that makes sense. Well, yeah, for the component, I mean, you know, the components that aren't used for making the motor. Obviously, the motor components are all here on passive. But I don't know if I made passive conveyors or anything. Again, a lot of my passive stuff is like resources. There. First stainless steel, nice. You say that, I'm sure Yoshi went nuts with his he had like nothing on passive. He had like everything on autocraft. It's insane. This stuff is too slow, man. Sure. Yeah, yeah. Right, we will be moving my assembly line stuff down here. Okay, middle slot here is going to be my ULV output bus. I'm going to need like a lot of those, aren't I? Okay. I would like ME input. Stocking bus, stocking hatch. We are making the quantum processor. Yes, this recipe. And then the crystal processor can also be made here. Okay. The resources I need for this one are this, 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 this. Yeah, that's right. Okay. This is going to be soldering alloy, and then I need ZPM energy hatch, and we will do 4 amp into a 4 amp converter. I could fit circuits up here, right? What color? Just white or like blue? Oh, I like blue. Like the light blue. Why not? They're they're all right. Oh yeah, NVIDIA. That's a good point. I don't think I installed it last time, so I'm gonna do that now. Mods, download mods, NVIDIA. Is it gonna be a mod? Yeah, I'm not seeing it on Modrinth or CurseForge. Oh, it is on Modrinth. Interesting. No, maybe it's not compatible with my version then. Hang on, I can work with this. If I just filter options, give me fabric. Yes, it's on fabric. But that's okay because I already have fabric mods. So I'm gonna get it anyway. And fingers crossed it's fine. Right, circuits. Oh, I need 2Cs. You don't think it will work with the usual? I mean, you never know. I'll try. If it bugs out, then I'll give up because it probably won't work on my version at that point. Right, That's what I have, I think. Right? That's on that. I'm using that on this version currently. So, T and S is what I need. How long is this? 25. Circuits is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 letters. Well, crap. That's not gonna fit. Oh, it looks so much worse without the shaders on, man. Sure, I'll take it. It's the best I can do, really. Alright, give me this. Give me the ZPM and give me a flux point. Right, time for another bolt extruder. Bolts. There we go. Niobium titanium. Get a downgrade. There we go. And with that set up, yep, this is on. Making loads of quantum processors. Very good. There we go. You are no longer needed. Your phone didn't arrive today. You got the nothing phone. Yeah, I was going to do this, wasn't I? Fusion Mark II, give me 24 of that. Good. How is the Argon Plasma doing? It's alright. Okay, where were we? I wanted a UV assembler. There it is. Right, and then I want a ZPM transformer to transform up to an amp of UV. Yes. Guessing this is stuck behind all this stuff. Yeah. Again, all the more reason to expand the assemblers and assembly lines and stuff. I think that's a next stream thing, though. Oh. Fusion. These fusion reactors are kind of ridiculous, aren't they? Right, should I get... one, I should get some trinium alloy in my inventory for the quest. Ta-da. Next thing I should do is get the titanium coil pattern ready. So, Nequadria foil. Titanium wire. And the trinium alloy frames. Right, lathe. Wire. We got frames and foil, and then the actual thing. Foil. Frames probably going to go in the multi-assembler, and then we have this. What did you unlock, me Weasel? Did you unlock the throughput boosting or processing plant? Or did you unlock like these guys? These guys? The HV one. I don't know which one the HV one is. Not gonna lie. I'd imagine it is the stainless steel one, right? The throughput boosting fella. As in this one. Yeah, they're pretty good. They are pretty good. Tungsten, you should get your tungsten set up as soon as possible and have it running as fast and as often as you possibly can, because tungsten is used a lot in this pack, and you will run out of tungsten and you'll be crying, and it sucks. I only had one of these things for so long until I made the other one literally today. This one is my tungstate one. Very important you have a load of tungsten. As soon as you start getting tungsten stuff, you need to be on that. Alright, we've got ads coming. We are making just a load of 0-point module voltage coils. And that is taking a while, all this stuff. So we've got stuff with the fusion reactor, and we have the transformer for the UV assembler coming. That's fine. Okay, so with the ads coming, we'll go do time guessing now, I think, and let this stuff run. Right. Oh, I've messed up. There we go. Right. Time guesser. Daily. Okay, interesting start. Guatemala? I mean, I don't recognize the thing in the middle. The colors are very Guatemalan, but now I'm thinking I'm wrong. I don't recognize this seal at all, and I can't read that. The colors were giving Guatemala, but obviously, like, I don't think that's what's going on here. Can anyone read that? I read that as police or policia. Yeah, it says Guatemala, right? Oh, it totally does. Oh, okay. I wasn't crazy. I wasn't crazy. This is Guatemala. Okay, that makes me happy. Good stuff. Where are we? What is this? It's very brutalist. It's kind of cool. I like it. Like it might be at the airport. I don't really know. There's selfie sticks. Oh yeah, we need to think about the year, don't we? Right. Let's just assume we're at the airport. Might not be, but if it's Guatemala City, then we're vibing. I guess someone died. That's unfortunate. Yeah, there's a lot of. Yeah. Okay. I would assume this is quite recent, like 2024 levels of recent. You think 2017? I think if there's something. I hate how time works. the last 10 years are not very indistinguishable. You basically just got to look at smartphones and guess. That isn't the biggest camera in the world to pull out a smartphone, I will say. Which is making me think it might be earlier. No masks either. Okay, I'm gonna go 2019, with the assumption that it might be 2010s, but also it could be 2024. All right, I like your confidence. It was 2018, so we were right in between. Right, I'll take that. That's a pretty good start. Only lost 150 points for that one. I don't know. No, I don't think it is. This isn't French. Is it? Actually, that does look quite French, doesn't it? This doesn't look very French. This doesn't look very French either. I thought it was like Portuguese when I first looked at it. Or like Italian, but I think more on Portuguese. Are there any flags? Or is this is just all washing? uh Oh, who's this fella? This is so Portuguese, man. This is Portuguese, right? There's no way. Now the question is it like, could it be Brazil? Certainly. It certainly could be. Do I think it's more likely to be Portugal? Probably. This fella looks like a dictator. I'm just gonna say it now. And I reckon that's more likely to be Portugal around this sort of time. That's all I got. Um, know how hilly this is. This looks kind of hilly. Who knows? Right, the year. '30s, but like probably before Hitler. 32. 1918. I knew there was like an earlier authoritarian regime in Portugal, which is why I wanted to go a bit earlier. But unfortunately, it was 1918. Okay, that was my poor knowledge on the year of that thing. Thank you, Spider. I do appreciate that. I mean, it was in Portugal. It was in Lisbon. I mean, it was Portuguese. Like, I thought it was more likely to be Portugal than Brazil. But I knew I got the date wrong on the dictatorship in Portugal on when it was. Right. Stanley Street. Interesting. This is very interesting. Ah. This so like the French was interesting, right? And then I see that. Yeah, okay. Can I find like the place? Or do I just say like I know it's here, let's just like, pick somewhere random? Hmm. Oh yeah, we need to do the year, don't we? Okay. Right, Stanley Street. I mean, I'm not gonna find that, am I? Uh, Arcade. Right, it's not gonna matter anyway. Golden Street. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna find it exactly. It's not the end of the world. Right. Yes. Let's have a look. It's definitely later than the 60s. These cars are too modern to be the 60s. These are definitely at least 70s cars, I think. And he does not look like he's from the 60s. Looks like he's from the late 70s, probably. I could be talking shit, by the way. I don't don't trust me completely, but I'm gonna go 79. 73. Nah, I don't think so. But there you go. 6 years off. That's okay. Some of those black and white photos can be very deceptive, though. Like you were closer, but at the same time, there have been photos that have been black and white, and they were in the 90s, and we were like, oh shit, okay, you know. Right, a jazz cafe, Panda Bear. Okay. Yeah, when I saw the jazz thing, I was like, it's probably New Orleans, and then I just go over here and I see that. Yeah, I was already thinking New Orleans. For the Montreal one, I thought New Orleans as well, and I got kind of worried, but then I found the sign, thankfully. Interesting. Kind of 90s vibe, I think. Right. Am I going to find where this actually is, or am I just going to commit to? I mean, this is like something street, BOU. I'm probably not going to find it at the end of the day, and that's okay. Let's just pick somewhere. All right. Right. Anything else that could maybe give us a year? Gonna say 94 for now, but I would like something else to help me. I don't think I'm gonna get much more to help me, so I'm just gonna commit, I think. 95. And the street. Oh, okay. I knew it would be like a famous street, and it literally has like a whole circle. Right. We've had a pretty good run. We just need to get 5k more points to break our 40k. Okay. Ah, we are in Switzerland. I know all these places. Right. If Bern, Basel, Winterthur, they're all in the same direction, then we're probably in. But it's all German still. Lucerne. I don't know how French this place is. Oh, here's Lucerne. Sorry. Yeah, no, I was thinking Lucerne, not that place. I mean, I guess it can't be Zurich if Bern and Winterthur are in the same direction, and Basel. It's gotta be over here, right? This St. Gallen place. Surely. There's trams. Are there trams here? Doesn't look like there are trams here. But there's a train station. Look, at the end of the day, it's going to be in Switzerland. We just need to get the year right. Yeah, I'm getting that vibe. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Why not? Right. Uh, Late 50s, early 60s. Yeah, late 50s, early 60s. Absolutely. All right. I might stick with 62 on the off chance it is later than I think it is. I think I'll be further ahead than where. I think it'll be before the year I've picked, but I'm doing it just to be safe. Oh, screw it. Let's go back. 60. Okay. I don't think it's this town, but it was Zurich. Okay. Well, there you go. I guess that should have been pretty obvious, the fact that it wasn't on the sign. But they're not all in the same direction, so that's very confusing. Like, these places are in opposite directions. Alright, who cares? I should have just looked at what city wasn't there, you know, and it was Zurich. That's a pretty good score. That was a pretty good time guesser. I think I redeemed myself compared to the GeoGrid. No, yeah, no, I get you, Spider. No, I know. I should have gone with what was missing from the sign, not the actual direction of the sign. You called it, did you? I may have overthought it. I was overthinking it. There you go. Don't blow up. Where's my screwdriver? There we go. Okay. I think I think only the Portuguese one was actually like hard to find out where the place was, and it was just like knowing the language, and even then that's pretty easy. You know, it wasn't too bad this time. The daily, I don't think. All the other ones are pretty obvious. Like it said Montreal. It said all the towns in Switzerland. It said New Orleans. There was another one that we did. What was the other one that we did? Where was that? Portugal, New Orleans, Montreal, Switzerland, and what was the other one? I've already forgotten. Oh, beautiful. "45 seconds each coil." It was the first one. I don't know. Hang on, I think I still got it open. I can look. Guatemala. Yes, that one was like kind of hard, but it was on the police officer's uniform. So it wasn't too hard, really. I did catch that it was Guatemala before I caught the uniform, which I'll take credit for, but just by looking at the image, you'd find out where all those places were, really. Right, that is 45... Hang on, I said allow the same pattern to be pushed. Interesting. It doesn't matter. You want to name a soldier, Meat Weasel? I don't think we're playing XCOM. Oh yeah, I mean, of course I do. Yeah, yeah. You know, very few places like do their street signs the same way, or have their buildings looking the same way. Right, can I terminal with what I have? I think I can. And then we're going to get some fusion. Oh, I'm going to lock the outputs now. Because if the block forms... I mean, I wouldn't have power, I guess. Either way, I'll do it. Oh, I need the fusion coil blocks. I have no niobium? You're kidding me. Best way to get niobium, guys? I could thermal centrifuge my tantalite, of which I have none. Or I've processed it all. What's going on with tantalite? I don't even have this stuff anymore. Am I not processing my mixed mineral residue? I guess I'm not anymore. I blank. What? Hmm. Is there... No niobium. That's just really weird. I do the pyroclaw. We haven't really got a whole lot of tantalite to process. But I've got a hell of a lot of pyroclaw. So it just needs to be... It's only this step. You missed us doing time guesser. We did pretty good. We got 44,000. I know. But the geogrid was really bad. Terrible geogrid. Guatemala, Lisbon, Montreal, New Orleans, and Zurich. They weren't too bad. And they were all pretty, like, they all told you the place in the pictures. Even if we knew the place before, we confirmed it with what was in the pictures, basically. Right, this needs to be thermal centrifuge and macerated. I mean, I don't know. The only hint for it being Lisbon was the fact that there was Portuguese writing in the buildings and stuff. It was like some dictator in 1919. So I mean, it could have easily been Brazil. That was the only one that was like a real 50-50. Right, that's going to be very busy. Yes, no, it was black and white, and the only thing that was helpful about it was the language. Right, that is going to get us some niobium. Right, that's got a lot of pyroclaw to do. And then we can macerate, we can electrolyze it, I guess, as well. Yeah, I agree, David Mouse. It feels tedious. And I don't know. I like the way StarTech does it. I do, but it just feels like, I don't know. I'm kind of sick of this. I'm sick of the Greg ore processing and how like long the thermal centrifuge takes. Right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna void the oxygen because I'm not gonna export it and I don't really need it. Right, lock and link the drawer. Oh yeah, we'll up the parallels hypercrafting. Oh, I'll go speed it up in a second. Oh, I made a new one, didn't I? Yeah, right there. Okay. Cool. Calcium and niobium, both things we were using today. Yeah, I will be, I think. What part of the ore processing are you stuck on, David Mouse? I got the data for this. I'm curious. Could I? Oh. How far in are you? I need to do the research down here. Is this a data stick? No, it's a data orb. Okay, good. Go. So we've done all this. We haven't even got titanium coils. I wanted to get the network switch today. Yeah, fair enough, dude. Okay. Right. In here. Right. I need a memory card from AE2. And we... Loaded device configuration for memory card. Here we go. Yeah. And I'm going to get the extended... or not the extended. The really big one. The grey one. Expanded. Don't worry, dude. The reason I can't do the upgrade is because it upgrades from the regular pattern provider, not the extended pattern provider. If you're wondering. Right, so in theory, I can get a load of blank patterns like this. Break this, which is going to be horrific. Or put this back in, and then paste. Oh, crap. No, it doesn't want to do it. Not the best time for an infantry check, me weasel. My magnet's not working, by the way. I guess I haven't got any power in it. Right. I would, yeah. I can get rid of this stuff. This stuff. Alright, there you go. That does seem right. Yeah, I agree. So, I wanted a ZPM sensor because I wanted to make the new parallel patch for the thermal centrifuge. I mean, my neobium's fine now, to be fair. It is just kind of sorted. But it would be quicker if I could do it. a bit faster. Right. I was distracted. I was doing this. I wanted to make the fusion blocks. Did I get around to doing that? Still missing the niobium titanium. Okay. This is made on passive. It's just it's getting shoved into the bolts probably at the moment. I guess I could grab some from there. Ready. Fusion. There we go. I'm going to be using a lot of it. Yeah, I should probably up the buffer on the EBF, to be fair. Let's do that quickly. None of these are broken, right? No. Where's my niobium titanium? Ah. 3 seconds. Okay. And what's the buffer on it? Okay. We'll go to 1024. I'm good, hypercrafting. I'm good. But what's wrong with you? Why did you just stop? When did that button get pressed? That's what I want to know. Okay, well this seems to have sorted itself out, so... Sure. Oh, there is the ultimate hatch. Quest is completed. And then... Yeah. Well, that's a lot better. Still a lot to do, but... Right. Let's do these all with water. Okay. Fusion casing. Now I just need the 4 fusion blocks, which are coming. Where? Where do they get made? Oh. That's quite funny. Your world's not loading in? That's not good. Right, there we go. For what? I'm using Flux networks. Why does this not make? Strange. Right, so this should get started with Argon Plasma when this is fully charged. In here we're using Flux networks, yeah. We're using this converter, which I'm going to swap out for a 16. Because this was clearly struggling doing both at once. Right. Are you both doing Argon Plasma? Brilliant. So that is our power problem fixed. To the extent that we had one in the first place. Our Argon Plasma was going down. It was at like 1700 at the start of the stream. Down to 1200. So that's going to stop happening, which is good. We really need titanium coils. I have 7 of them. I would like 16 for an EBF. Then we make the enriched quadrillion europium duranide, which I can mix in a UV mixer. Oh, I hate that. Or how is the alloy? Oh, okay. I should definitely do it this way then. Yeah, okay. Another alloy blast smelter it is. Oh, but it needs a titanium coil. Oh, of course it does. I need 24 for an ABS, right? Well, that's really annoying. I have been flanked in the entire stream, Spider, this is true. Right. We got 15 minutes until the 3-hour mark. I'm waiting on titanium coils before I can make the ABS to make this alloy, which I need for the network switch. Right? I guess I could do UV circuits. My logic is that we maybe do the crosswordle now. Oh. There you go. You guys can go in the middle so you can see. Right. Oh, right. Okay. Okay. Interesting start. Not the best start. Gonna be honest. That's not how that works. That's not a word. Teeny. Nope. Okay. Yeah, we should be blank. Okay, maybe I start somewhere else. I'll do 2 down. Drown. There is an O in it. Okay. But it's not in the 3rd slot, so it's not going to be in this word. Okay. It's probably not at the end of the word as well, let's be real. I could try this one starting with T. Actually, I could do N for this one. Notes. Okay, maybe I should have done T. It's Wordle, but it's in the shape of a crossword. Is how this works. Which is how this works. Tail. Oh, that doesn't work. Words are hard. I think the T does go here, but then I need to come up with a word that makes sense. And my brain is struggling. That's not a word. Thing. There's no N, which is why I can't do thing. Oh, I like thick. Okay, thank you, hypercrafting. Okay, the T was there, and there's an I, but not in the middle. Wrong, spider. Wrong. I could do an N here, maybe. Why are words not coming to me? Never. Well, there you go. There's no R, so I won't. I'll do it down here, spider. How about that? I mean, I shouldn't. Oh, I could. I mean, I shouldn't because it's not going to end in the letter I, probably. This has been a pretty poor showing so far. The N is not at the end of this word, so it has to be at the start. Unless it's like this. Otherwise, it's something like this. Nutty. Oh my god. What? Natty? Insane. I don't know where I pulled that out from. That's ridiculous. This actually started with the letter Y. That is crazy. Yacht. I can spell yacht. Oh, it has an N in it. What am I doing? Sorry. All these Yanks. Oh my god, it is Yanks. That's great. Okay. This is going a lot better now. I'm pleased. That's not going to be a word, is it? No. Is there a T in this one? We have no idea. Okay. Okay, the O is at the end. Tidal. What for this one? All right, blank. I trust you. Oh, okay, blank. I had a feeling that was going to be right. Well done. Good shit. But what the hell is going on with this word? This ends with O. That's not a word. West is just strange. About this one. There's definitely no O in the second spot for this one. I could do widen. Not Woden, widen. Okay. Laden. Yes. Okay. So this is a strange word. Alamo. Nice. Yes, well done, hypercrafting. Good. Spotted at the same time as me. And then we got this one. That is all, folks. Oh. Unlucky. Oh, okay, this is a bit concerning. Oh dear. Okay. Okay, guys, I need some help here. This would be quite unfortunate to get this wrong. It could be A here, it could be U, it could be T. Oh God, I didn't do a very good job narrowing these letters down. Jolts. Oh, I could. Oh. All right, Spider. It was molds, and I had molds in my head as an option of like 100. I was thinking like Colts as well. Oh, unlucky. That's terrible. We were doing so well. Right, feedback. Right, what have we got? We have 11 coil. I have 20. That's not everything. I guess we just should have started with that one. I'm going to do the research for this. Optical fiber cable with data warp. I think I'm just going to get the block for the data orb. And then stop. Even that is going to take a bit of time, because I have to wait for this whole recipe to go. Which will be a while. That's 10 ingots, sorry. That's not too bad. Right, heat vents. I need, Is tantalum carbide just taking ages, or... Which 4-minute craft? Because I need to build the ABS that it goes in, and I haven't got the coils. Okay. This should be good. There's the 24 that I need. I'm going to keep another 10. Because this stuff's pretty free. I do have all these resources. Right, there we are. Right, grab the configurable maintenance hatch. Do this, gonna repair it, gonna lower the duration. Add some tape, come underneath. Yeah, okay. Where'd it go? Well, that's unfortunate. But I mean, it does have the easier assembly lines, I guess. Silver lining. Right, I need ME stocking for both, along with the ME. Along with the ME output patch, and then a ZPM 4 amp, right? Yeah. Nice. What a peculiar looking link. Right, let me grab my flux point. Right, and then we need for this stuff enriched naquada, tritium, europium, and duranium. Right, I don't have either of those, so let's grab a couple of these. Come down here. If I grab a couple drawers. Is this how I want to set it up? Remember when all those CEOs like tried their food and they looked really uncomfortable? Who was it? Which one was the first one who looked uncomfortable? And then like all the other ones like did it back. And it's just like I just couldn't give less of a fuck what any of the CEOs think, to be honest. Right. Bloody macerators and their stupid 4-slot outputs. There we go. These are paired with storage buses, meaning there probably isn't a storage controller thing here. So we'll just lock them this way. There you go. Locked and linked. Right, that should have turned on the new ABS. But it didn't. Why didn't it? Then put a setting on. I need setting 14. Still no? Oh, because it uses argon gas. And I put in neon. My bad. There we are. 68 seconds. I need to level limit it as well. I don't think I put a machine controller on for this one. Just realizing that. But I'll let it go to 256, sure. How did I forget to put a machine controller on? That's kind of crazy, right? Did I do that anywhere else? Right, Europium, this brown stuff. 256, go nuts. Right, and this can be frozen easily. Yes, good. Right. Network switch. The research should be done. Come on, let's get this done. Okay. There we go. Network switch. I think 31 of that stuff. That is it, and then we're done. And then I had the network switch. Yeah, this is the different playlist to the one I normally do. They've got a slightly different choice in Nintendo music. But it's cool. Yeah, let me hold this stuff, this new ingot. There we go. Right, nearly done with this whole page, really. It's just the wetware stuff to go. I say just, that's a lot. And obviously the UV stuff here, and this Quartec stuff, and a substation hatch. But like, whatever, you know, who cares? Oh, and the raw crystal chip parts, which I never made because I never bothered doing the loop. You know what I've realized? We have the one short emote, right? Because it was quite common that we would like be one short of something, and it was like worthy of an emote. That has not been the case here. I mean, has it? Maybe it has a few times. I don't know. I feel like its relevance is gone down since doing StarTech. Yeah, no, I remember the one today. But it doesn't happen very often, I don't think. Okay. Let me explain the configurable maintenance hatches to you then. For some setups, Meatweasel, I do the auto maintenance. But if there's anything that I want to be done quickly, like look, these are passive setups, right? Doing the tritium and the deuterium for helium plasma. We don't use helium plasma anymore, but we did, right? And I made these, and I used auto maintenance hatches. But this freezer, for example, has got a configurable maintenance hatch, and this you can speed recipes up by 10%, and then maintenance problems will occur 3 times at the normal rate. And then you put in the tape in the slot, and the tape will fix it when it breaks. Is how it works. That's the gist of it. So these configurable hatches are a little bit better in some situations. For example, my power setup, right? For these, you do the opposite. So I increase the duration of the recipe on purpose for the fuel, so it's more fuel efficient. Reduces the same amount of EU per tick, but the recipe lasts longer, meaning I burn through my helium, my argon plasma a bit slower, right? Or, for example, you know, any of these auto crafting machines, I want these to be really quick, so they get the duration reduced. This machine just like sounds like it's on, but isn't doing anything. Interesting. What's happening? I mean, it's kind of you could not do it and it'd be fine. To be honest, you completely could. If for the longer the recipe, the more value it has, right? So like when it's a ABS recipe where these things take like multiple minutes, taking 10% off is actually quite a lot. Though I didn't do it here, clearly. The Dragon Steel. It's a 10-minute recipe, by the way. Dragon Steel. And I've not used it. I could have taken the whole minute off. I didn't do it. But no, like, in some situations, it's good. Right, network switch. There we go. Okay, give me this. A lot of foil to make. There we go. I'll sped that up a bit. No, now it's going to get stuck behind these doing... he's getting on the assembly line, which takes ages. This stupid assembly line. And these sensors, all this stuff. I should have like smaller assembly lines that do all the components and things separately, I think. I really don't. I really, really don't. I just want my network switch, and then we'll stop. In fact, I'm going to, while waiting for said network switch and the quest to ping, I'm going to look to see if there's anyone to raid. Zach is live. He's playing Cyberpunk. MC Term is live. It's probably Zach, unless he's stopping soon. It doesn't look like he is. I think I will make more assembly lines that are this big anyway, and copy the patterns over. But I think for some components, I'm going to move things around. Give another 14 minutes? Okay, good. Well, in that case, I will send you guys his way probably. Once we get the network switch, of course, and we all want to see that happen. How long has it taken the assembly line? A minute. But I've got a 4 amp. Oh, I don't, but it's overclocked. That's probably fine. Right, okay, after we get the network switch, the next thing we're going to do is get the UV energy hatch. And then once that's happened, we'll probably take a look at the sterile clean room. I think. And then there's all the wetware stuff to come, which is going to be great. You had 9 assembly lines entering ZPM, double each tier. Yeah, no, I know I'm really behind with them. We will probably do UV energy hatches and then more assembly line stuff, I imagine, before doing the sterile clean room. No, I need to use a data bank first, and I have that. The switch is for the computation, which is for the UV energy hatch. I could do a building stream soon, maybe like a late night one or something. So like if it's at a weird time, I might do a building stream. Problem is, whenever I do a building stream, Meat Weasel, Spider will yell at me and want me to do progression. And I will honestly get distracted and do the same thing. We have got quite a few more building mods and stuff, so there is more stuff to do. That's harsh. The Platline stuff has stopped. How's my Iridium? 17k. Okay, I don't think it's going to be a problem that the Platline thing has stopped. Right, network switch. Boom. Quest complete. We will make this tomorrow. This is here. There you go. Amazing. We will be making this thing. Hello, Blaze. All right. Okay. You guys want some building stuff? We can do some building stuff. All right. We'll do some building stuff this week. Sure. Right. I'm going to get the raids up. And as usual. All right. If you're on board for the building streams, we'll do some building streams this week. 1 or 2 maybe. Maybe when we do the sterile clean room stuff, we'll do a lot of building during that stream. Now we got a raid message me, Weasel. But you can do that one if you want. Alright. Take care, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow, probably. Actually, tomorrow... We'll see. Alright. Take care, guys.